Hello everybody, and welcome to my next playthrough, as we hit the start button, right? Yeah. Alright, yep, we're going to play through Sonic Colors! Yay! This is going to be my first actual real playthrough. I don't really count Animal Crossing as a real playthrough, but it's my real playthrough with the new capture device thing. It's gonna look all cool and awesome and all of that stuff. So yeah, Sonic Colors, possibly my favorite 3D Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2, of course. The opening with the new characters introduced, the Wisps, which I'll explain more on that later. And you see them all over here, just playing around, having fun. You have Dr. Eggman and Ergo, or Orbot, whatever you want to call him, as well as his new friend Cubot. Recognize him from Sonic Unleashed. I love this opening, it's so cool. Cinematic CG. Yeah, it's just fun. Not sure what else I can say until we actually start the game at the moment. This is still post commentary, post commentary. I have this game all recorded and all done. Now I just have to do the commentary like I'm doing right now. And this whole game took me 15 parts. So that's pretty sweet. So this should not be a long LP at all. Most definitely not. Alright, here's the classic Sonic running back and forth. You don't get the Sega, but still get that. Here's a nice little title screen. A little interactive, it's kind of cool. But enough of this, let's just go ahead and start a new game. This is the navigation, whether Tails gives you hints or anything. I am going to go ahead and turn it off, because I can just explain stuff. And that throws right into Act 1 of Tropical Resort. This is a pretty cool world. I love the music for this stage. Really, really do. As you see here, you have the boost, which you collect white wisps, and you fill your boost meter. Now, having boost in this game, not as easy as it is in Unleashed, because you don't get it from rings or anything, you just get it from the white wisps. So, it's a lot harder to fill your boost gauge in this game, which I guess is a plus, because you don't... Sonic Unleashed was good, I did like it. Too much boosting though, yeah. Because you hit all the end, you get a slam bonus, which is pretty cool. You get little bowling pin sounds. And here you have the classic, well, not classic really, but the 2D sections. Pretty cool. Gotta have them. Of course, you still have rails, grinding on rails, and you still have boost pads, and there are quick time events, which as you saw a little bit earlier, but they're easier to pull off in this game because it's only really one button. And of course you have the good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing line. Oh, I love that. I don't know, it's just fun. And as you saw, there are little red rings scattered throughout there, so 5 in each stage. You collect them to open up secret levels of the Eggman something simulator, I think it is. And after you get all them, you get a Chaos Emerald for completing a certain amount of stages in them, and there's a special surprise if you collect all 7. So, as before, like other games, the Chaos Emeralds are not mandatory, which is... I think it's the first for a 3D game, actually, if I'm not mistaken, so that's pretty cool. Of course, it throws in Act 2 already, so that's cool. These first few stages are pretty easy. There's really only one world that I had trouble with, and you'll see that later. That was just crazy. I was gonna say, you have fans. Sonic's worst enemy, fans. So they're not, like, they're blowing him up. They're not really keeping him from going forward. Good. Sonic 1. Yeah. You do have other moves in this game, like drift and quick step and all that, but we don't see them yet. We will see them later. And of course you see these transparent, look like wisp capsules. That's for when you get a certain wisp power later on in the game. So, those will come open later, like here. It'd be an easier way to take all these guys out than just doing the homing attack. But, yeah, this is all we can do for now. You don't have to take these guys out, but I just wanted to. And here's not really a secret red ring, but you go behind the goal, and there's a red ring back here. And bam, right into the goal. Of course, releasing the goal releases a bunch of white wisps. Pretty cool. One thing I like about this game is this. You have the interactive result screens, which there's a certain number, or even the rank itself, that if you break you get a 1-up. So that's pretty cool, and depending on your score as well, you can also get a 1-up that way. Or even 3 1-ups, so that's pretty cool. Okay, and now we go into our first cutscene.
He loves to hear his own lips flap, but I gotta hand it to the Eggster. This place is epic.
Yeah, dialogue's kinda corny, but I actually like the story. It's simple, it's kinda funny actually at some points. And while I know that for some reason they didn't fix on syncing the lips like they did in Unleashed, which actually doesn't bother me that much, but still. I like the overall design and everything, it's pretty cool. A lot similar to Unleashed on the 360. It looks really good. Like the graphics in this game. I mean, look at that. I agree with Sonic on that line. Yeah. Now we have the instance of how they got up, which is a CG cutscene, which if you play the DS version, which I have that too, it automatically starts off with this cutscene. So, but I guess it's cool as they use it as a flashback, kind of give it some difference, I guess, even though the DS version is totally different anyway, because it has like all the characters and everything, like Silver and Shadow. But yeah, I would hate to ride that thing. I'm already scared of heights as it is. Riding that thing up there? Ugh. I don't know how good I'd do on that. I'd get a panic attack. Oh joy. I'm recording this the day after I graduated. Booyah! I'm done school. Doesn't quite feel like it, but I guess around September or August, September, when you usually go back to school, so it'll hit me because it's like, oh wait, I don't have to go to school. It's weird. Anyway, we have our 2 robot friends over here trying to nab some robots. Of course, one, if you heard, he talks Westernish.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm sure of what I'm gonna do.
That's a gag in this game that his voice chip needs changing. So he goes through different types of voice changes throughout this game, which is pretty cool. And here we have our first instance of a new power. But before we do that, ooh, E102, that's kind of cool. But, yeah. So right now we're going to save, of course my name, Silver, as you all knew me by. And after this, I believe, part 1 is done. So, until next time, I guess in part 2, I will see you all later. Sayonara.